The Uganda Law Society has today officially launched its 28th quarterly Rule of Law report to provide advice on rule of law and good governance as mandated in Uganda's Society Law Act. Speaking to the press, the president of Uganda Law Society, Bernard Owundo, pointed out on the positive development of what has been achieved in the report for the past years, like the new High Court circuits in different regions in Uganda and the launch of Uganda Police Crime Report.
Judiciary has established new high courts in the different regions within Uganda. That has also meant that new magistrates, new judges have been appointed. That is very important because it means that people will access justice at wherever they are in Uganda. That is a very positive development. The second positive development is the launch of the Uganda Police Crime Report. In our view, it is a positive development because every time you have people documenting, they provide a foundation for analysis of the findings that come out of the police crime report. So that is also very important. The fact that the police has continued to launch the Uganda Police crime reports over the past number of years. So that is very important from our perspective.
Bernard furthermore expounded on the issues that demands urgent attention in the report, like the continued trials of civilians in the military courts, the illegal service awards, and the continued issues of missing persons, which are still a hindrance to promotion of justice.
In civilians being tried in the military courts, we have a decision, and I think it is Amon Byarugaba versus Attorney General, a decision by the Constitutional Court where the courts were clear and said civilian should be tried in the civilian courts and military courts should try officers of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. In short, what the court was trying to say is that the UPDF, the court martials, were established to discipline Uganda People's Defense Forces and they should not be trying civilians. We are aware that that matter has been appealed to the Supreme Court. Okay, so the most important issue now that we see as Uganda Law Society is we are appealing to the Supreme Court to expedite that decision, because that decision then lays the foundation of what needs to be done in terms of the continued trial of civilians.
Sipina Tukunda Alejo, the Director of Legal Services at the Uganda Prison Services, highlighted the issues of prisoners in her statement. She mentioned that the report suggested non-custodial sentences as a solution, given the large number of prisoners, including 11,361 on committals, 5,281 on remands. Additionally, she acknowledged that some prisoners facing capital offences, remand and committed charges would not qualify for non-custodial sentences.
We need to look at the courts. Yes, we appreciate that the number of courts have increased, but we haven't seen an increase in the number of sessions, high court sessions. So we have prisoners languishing in prison for a very, very long time as committals. And of course, after they've been committed, they just stay there and wait for the sessions. There's a development for having, I think, daily courts to handle the capital offences, but this has not yet taken off.
However, some of the other stakeholders highlighted on the major key issues which the Uganda Law Society has not tackled, like the marriage bill, the increased impunity by the police and army, among others.
It's become customary to remand people to prisons, to put more pressure to settle civil disputes.
Offences, sexual offences have been among the top 5. So that says something. There is something there about
if you're driving on the road, you can just witness and the impunity that those 3 categories of people actually exercise on our roads. Something that we must address, because if we don't address it, definitely the public will turn against us. Even among the 3 categories of people.